Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Welcome in. It's time for just another morning show. Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube, podcast. What's that?
What? I thought that was another form of seeing and hearing us. Facebook, YouTube, podcast. What's up?
What's that?
Boy, remember when that was so much fun to hear from everyone.
What's that?
All the time. Ugh. Miserable.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
Good morning, Steve. I'm still full.
Yeah, Pizza Ranch filled us up last night in Oskaloosa for TNT, Tuesday night tune-up. It was good.
It was good food.
Those cheese sticks. Mmm.
Yeah.
Fresh out of the oven.
Ridiculous.
Had my thin and crispy sausage pizza.
Yeah, you went nuts.
The chicken was good.
Did not have any of the chicken. Again.
Safe Craft, you did all right hosting the show.
Oh, yeah.
That chicken and pizza.
Yeah. I mean, the show was good, but man, the food. Let me tell you.
We'll talk about that here momentarily. Let's thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. Of course, savings are made simple at Brothers Market. And you can find out more information at shopbrothersmarket.com. You can also download the app. It's a smart way to shop, find out about digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and a whole lot more. We thank Brothers Market. In fact, Rick Landgrebe is going to be in later on this morning during the 8 o'clock hours. So stay tuned for that.
And it's supposed to be bringing a year's supply of Diet Mountain Dew, right?
Oh, is he?
Okay. That's what you said yesterday. I figured he was going to do it.
All right. We'll find out together. Hey, we thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. You want to do the honors, Neil?
Oh, Oski Dental. Yes, we appreciate them so much. Dr. Dan Schuster, get your appointment scheduled with him. They're accepting new patients all the time. They're an adult dental provider. They're an Oski dental office. Don't forget it. They'll file all your insurance forms for you. Located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Give them a call. 641. What? Hey, you know what? No.
Go ahead, talk.
No. You want me to finish the phone number or not?
Let's do it together.
Okay. 641-673-4845. That doesn't sound good when we sing it.
No. Toothy does a better job. Hey, we're in a hurry this morning. We are so loaded with guests. Let's go over to the weather lab.
Oh, geez.
And we'll hit the weather sounder to make it official. Let's go to meteorologist Neil Klynt with his meteorologist degree from the School of
meteorology,
astrology, and other things.
I don't think astrology has much to do with urology. What? Today, look for a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and 62 for a high. Showers and thunderstorms likely tonight. Low of 54. Rain chance of 80% tonight. So I guess it's going to rain, possibly, maybe, who knows. 50% chance of rain tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 67. Another chance of rain tomorrow night. And another chance of rain on Friday?
It's just a 10%
mostly sunny on Friday.
Night, though.
Well, still, our luck, it'll be 94% by the time the day's up. But Garden Gate, we sure appreciate you giving us the best forecasts ever We don't blame it on you. You don't make them up. You just sponsor them, and we appreciate you.
Hey, currently humidity at 66%. Winds are east at about 5 to 10. Barometer at 30.03. Dew point at 37. I knew you were wondering about that.
I always care about that.
37. And then right now here in southeast Iowa, we do have about 50 degrees. So in downtown Sigourney, that's your weather. Again, sponsored by the Garden Gate. We are doing just another morning show, headline sponsored by Brothers Market from the Oski Dental Studios. And let's go to our first guest of the day. He is wrapping up business on his phone. He is always a busy guy. It's Mr. Klynt Weber from Pekin Schools. Klynt, what's up?
Oh, not much. How are you? Neil
Doing
Winters.
all right.
Neil Winters and the weather report. I was all about that this morning.
Thank you.
I was gonna go with Frary, but I didn't know if a lot of guys, the young watchers knew who Denny.
Exactly.
That is going back a few years now.
Yes.
Oh, is it Dave Town
Oh,
from
my. See, now I don't-
KGAN,
Boy.
Channel 2, as I spit
I don't think I
everywhere.
watched Channel 2. I was more of a Channel 9 guy.
It seemed to be the popular one for me. But
I'm trying to think of the guy's name from Channel 7, KWWL. I can see him, but I don't
what was
remember
the-
his name. Anyway,
Well,
all those
this
good
could-
old
This could take us all day.
meteorologists, Yeah.
Huh.
Going down memory lane. But we got Klynt here from Pekin High School. Klynt was actually, if you remember, was the first ever
Yeah, that's right.
guest
Very first.
at the new studios
I was.
here on Steve Shuttler Media.
It really hasn't changed much.
plaque on the wall yet, or no? I'm just
Yeah, no. If you thought you were coming here to be presented with anything, you are sadly mistaken. But hey, we're going to be doing Pekin football coming up this fall here on Steve Shuttler Media again. And actually, here, I don't know, starting the end of May, early June, going to be doing some Pekin softball and baseball on Steve Shuttler Media. Josh Clubb and I will be hanging out in Pekin. We'll be doing some North Mahaska and just a few Sigourney away games this summer as well. But
and June 14th, they're coming up the University of Iowa. That'll be a good time.
That is going to be cool. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we scheduled a date at Pearl Field, which is kind of at the intersection of the Coralville Strip and First Ave there, kind of down by the new Jethro's, or it used to be Shakey's, whatever that little restaurant was over there. But we're gonna have a kind of a try that night. We're gonna play Central City first and Tipton second for our softball club, and we're gonna have Shuttler Media there live streaming it, so that'll be a cool
huge.
deal. And as long as the weather cooperates, it'll be a really really sweet deal.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So that's one of our adventures coming up this summer. That should be pretty cool. Now you're getting ready for this fall, of course. I'm sure at least a section of your mind is always on football, since you're the football coach. You've got the football golf tournament fundraiser coming up, and I'll bring that up on the screen. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that coming up here in July?
Yeah, historically, before I was there, they always did a golf tournament. It was kind of a home run for a fundraiser, and like fundraisers, they're a love-hate relationship. You often need to do them. We'd done the sales thing for the first few years I was there, but last year we kicked off, kind of rebirthed their golf tournament from the past, and just anytime you do a fundraiser in one day, it feels great when it's wrapped up in one day, and you can see a lot of progress in a little bit of time, and everybody has fun. So Sunday, July 6th, we're having it at the Walton Club, which is on the northeast corner of Fairfield, and it's a 4-person best shot.
Okay.
And it's $60 per person or $240 per team, and there's sponsorship opportunities that come along with that. I think it's $250. Gets you 5 free admissions to every game, and then you're for $500 you can get your logo, or excuse me, there's logo on the board on our video board, and then each fundraiser level just throws a little more perk out there for you if you want, and we'll have a whole sponsor for each hole, and then raffle prizes and things like that. It was a big hit last year. I think we came home with north of $5,000 in one day.
Nice.
So anytime you can do it that well in one day, it's just it kind of wants you to keep doing it versus stretch out a fundraiser for 2 weeks where kids have to go sell, and everybody
definitely.
gets to golf. Who doesn't like to golf, good or bad?
Good or bad.
And there's other ways that everybody will have fun that
Yep.
day. So Yeah, super excited about that. And like you said, we're always thinking about football, and it's an expensive sport like anything else. So you do got to raise the funds to keep the day-to-days going with it.
Yeah, for sure. So again, the fundraiser, as you mentioned, going to help support the 2025 football program. Again, this is Sunday, July 6th. Starts at 9 a.m. Check-in is anywhere from 8 to 8:45 that morning. And again, the Walton Club in Fairfield, as you mentioned, $60 per person. So if one person doesn't have a team, they can show up and be maybe teamed up, paired up with some other folks.
We'd find a way to. We'd find a way. Here's the thing. Last year there was the local group 4-person guy. I think they birdied every hole except for one, and they eagled that hole. So,
what?
I think they were 19 under. We could probably make a 7-man team with the average guys, and you're not going to win. I mean, but we pay flights out, so we're not paying first through 8th place. We're gonna pay probably first, second of each third of the finishers. So there's always a chance to win money. It depends if you can control how bad or how good you are.
Right.
Yeah. And when it says best shot, see, I don't play. I play golf maybe once a year. I do my damage to the Sigourney Golf Club, and then I leave and come back a year later. They have a wanted poster up on with my name on it. So what best shot? That is when your team, the person that has the best shot, you go with that, and then you continue on.
Yeah,
right?
everybody takes the same shot, so everybody will hit one off the tee box, and then when Steve drives at 325 yards,
right.
Neil,
myself,
and one other guy moves our ball up to where Steve is hitting from, and then we all hit from his shot. And then each time you just keep doing that.
It keeps things moving at a decent pace. You don't. Not everybody is hitting the ball. Multiple.
That would
times.
take a long time.
Yes. So if again, and like you said, you'll take people that play once a year. You'll take people that play every day.
And like I said, the support's unreal, and it's a very kind of widespread group. You got old guys that are big time Pekin football guys, new guys that play. We got, I think I'll even give Nathan Wood a shout out. He might be down there crossing the border. His wife's from Pekin, so. I think they'll be down, and his father-in-law is a big supporter of us and always great to us, Doug Greason from Middle Coop. Just a good mix of people, and can't go wrong when you. Last year it was raining and we had a crazy good turnout, so maybe we'll hit a grand slam if the sun is out this year.
And if people need more information, we'll put this back up on the screen because it does have your email on the screen, but they can obviously shoot you an email, or I'm sure get a hold of you at the school, right?
Yeah, you could call the school and the secretary would direct you, or you could send me an email, or you could message our Facebook page. Works too. So
there is a designated football page for Pekin.
Panther Football 2025 is that page. So we have the field is getting set. I think we have 6 team spots left. So about room for 24 people or 6 teams. And then we will have carts available for anybody that needs a cart. So,
oh wow, cool.
Should be a good time.
And then we'll go through our summer schedule, and we got a couple camps going on and summer workouts, and then we'll open our non-district schedule at Davis County this year.
Okay.
But before that, we'll have a week 0 scrimmage, kind of up in the air with who that's going to be. We got 2 to 3 options right now, and I'm trying to align that so it fits our interests the best. Which
last year that was down in Burlington.
It was a cool deal.
Quite the stadium down there. Where would it be this year?
Well. So,
or any idea?
We could be with West Liberty and Alburnett meeting over there, and that sounds just like where do you come up with that? It just kind of depends. What coaches do are you connected with? And like Wilton ended up joining the same class as West Burlington for this year, so we're not going to do what we did last year. Wilton's going to go north, and West Burlington's going to scrimmage down that way, and we just chose we're either going to. I don't know. We've discussed West Liberty Alburnett combination, or potentially. Maybe Eddyville with another team to the west. So just don't know yet. Trying to hammer that out in the next week or two. It just takes time. So
and then but we'll let you get going here because I know you have to go to your real job. Would you rather hang out with us all day?
I would. This is.
He hadn't sat down for more than 10 seconds. Apparently, in my talking, sometimes I just say stupid things because I hear him chuckling over there, and I got a glimpse of him. He's like, "Yeah, that's awesome."
This is awesome.
Like, I think you would make a great fit here.
Oh, it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
So, how much school is left for Pekin? How many weeks you got left?
I think we're in that like 17 to 18 day mark. I know the seniors remind me every day how many they have left.
The countdown is on.
And it's gonna be bittersweet. This senior class were the freshmen when I got there, and
all right.
they do have some strings attached to my heart a little bit.
Yeah.
Love those kids, and it'll be fun. And that's just part of it. Graduation's always a tough time, but you know, it's reality. So I think we're 17, 18 days, somewhere in there.
Okay. I'm sure I'm sure you can probably feel it in the air. The kids are itching to get out and get going and for summer stuff. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Well,
awesome.
get out of here, Clint.
Okay.
Good work.
I got to go get my wife a pop downstairs. That was the agreement. She'll love that I mentioned that. So.
That's Clint Weber.
He's on his way.
While Clint gets out of here, we're going to bring that back up on the screen. Thanks, Clint, for your time. Have a great Wednesday. Again, the Pekin Panther Football Golf Tournament fundraiser.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
It is. That's coming up on Sunday, July 6th. That's my birthday, by the way.
I know. I heard. I was thinking about.
I'll be older that day, Sunday, July 6th, and that's at the golf club, the Walton Club in Fairfield. So get signed up for that. Support the Pekin football team. We're going to be, of course, having Pekin football live streaming here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube coming up this fall. So I'm sure
Very cool.
We'll try to get in on that week 0 scrimmage as Clint was talking about. So it's a way to work the bugs out for everybody and make sure we're all on the same track. So good stuff.
And I think it's a good thing for the football team to have a scrimmage.
It's not just about me.
I thought that's where you were leading first, and you're like first to get all the bugs worked out. I'm like, and the
It's good for
football
us
team.
to get the bug and them.
Exactly.
Everybody's getting the bugs worked
Absolutely.
out. What kind of buggy?
It happens.
All right, so coming up here shortly, we'll be having Josh Clubb with a sports report. He'll be stopping in here, probably here any minute here. So
I'm surprised he's not already here.
I know. Where you at, Josh?
Good grief, hurry up, man.
On this date in history, again, Today is April 30th, last day of April.
Man,
Can you believe that?
It's already
Tomorrow is
flying.
May Day. Wow. But on this date, 1789, George Washington enjoyed his first day in office as the first president of the United States. So, old George.
Georgie.
1798, on this date, the U.S. Navy was established.
No kidding.
You know the Navy song? I don't. But
Well, thanks for setting me up. Both.
we salute you,
I have
Navy.
Two grandpas in the Navy, and I don't know it.
1798. It was on this date, 1808, what they call the first practical typewriter was finished by an Italian guy named Peregrini Turri.
Oh, yeah.
They call him Pell for short.
I don't think so.
First practical typewriter, 1808.
I wonder what the one before that looked like.
Yeah, it was impractical.
Yeah.
Recently, we were talking about some weird laws, like from 1972, where it was illegal to have ice cream in your back pocket.
Yep.
It was on this date in 1904 the ice cream cone made its debut. So, ice cream cone, 1904. People started putting them in their pockets.
Was the law
evidently.
the other day an ice cream cone or just ice
I
cream?
think one was ice cream, one was ice cream cone.
Jeez. That's stupid.
On this date in 1939, NBC, the TV station, demonstrated television for the first time to the public at the New York World's Fair. 1939, NBC demonstrating TV for the first time. And then 1952, Mr. Potato Head became the first toy ever advertised on television.
Wow, they really knocked it out of the park with that one, didn't they?
Mr. Potato Head.
And that was probably a big thing back then.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Did you have a Mr. Potato Head?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And because then you'd find out there were ways to make his ear go in his nose hole. And, yeah, he'd have eye on his top of his head. And I don't know. But did you say butt? I don't think he had a butt.
And didn't have a butthole?
No.
Today, On the National Day calendar, it's National Bubble Tea Day.
You don't have any idea what that is, do you?
Nope.
Well, it's...
I'm assuming it's tea with bubbles.
Well, it was proclaimed by the National Day calendar to recognize and celebrate the popular Taiwanese beverage.
Somebody was ready for this.
Bubble tea. That's right. Bubble tea is a drink that combines tea, milk, and chewy tapioca pearls, or boba.
Oh.
So there you go. Keep them coming. I got more.
It's National Prepare-a-thon Day.
Yeah, that's a day of action.
Did you just happen to know this? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know these. I'm really wise when it comes to day things. Yeah, it's a day of action. Part of a larger Ready.gov and FEMA campaign. Did you know that? Wow. Encouraging individuals, communities, and organizations to prepare for specific hazards.
Do you have something for every one of the days?
Not
There's
every
a lot
one
of
them.
days today.
I know. I gave up after so long.
It's National Military Brats Day.
I figured that's for the kids.
It's National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day.
That one seemed obvious.
That should be a day every day.
Sure.
Go adopt. Whoa.
Please pronounce that word for me.
Whew. National Sarcoidosis Day?
That's about what I'm coming up with.
C-O-I, koi. Sarcoidosis Day. It's got to be a disease of some sort.
Sarcoidosis, whatever, is a chronic inflammatory disease. It affects various organs, lungs, skin, eyes, lymph nodes, etc. The exact cause of it is unknown. So,
it's National Raisin Day.
eat raisins.
Raisin Bran.
Oh, yeah.
National Oatmeal Cookie Day.
Love me some oatmeal cookies.
It's National Hairstylist Appreciation Day.
I think you're good. Good enough.
Don't need to talk about that.
Okay.
National Bugs... No, that's not Bugs Bunny. That was Porky Pig. It's what's up, Doc? It's National Bugs Bunny Day.
I love Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's the best.
And it's National Honesty Day.
You know, to be honest,
it's also the last day of April.
Well, in my opinion,
Tomorrow is May Day.
it is May Day. We'll have to talk about that tomorrow.
May Day. Anything else? Did I cut you off?
No, not at all.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Nope.
Let's see. What else do we have going on? We can just jump right into some things you need to know. Would somebody message you something funny?
Yes, it was actually just a humorous Wednesday joke. What does a camel sing at karaoke?
Don't know.
My hump, my lovely lady hump. Wow.
Let's go to things you need to know. I like things you need to know.
I like things.
A trial opened in Paris this week for 10 suspects accused of robbing Kim Kardashian at gunpoint during Paris Fashion Week back in 2016. The suspects, they're all kind of older folks, 9 men and 1 woman. 9 men. What did I say? 9 men and 1 woman.
Yep, that's what you said.
Many in their 60s and 70s allegedly stormed Kardashian's hotel suite while her bodyguard was away, tied her up, and stole roughly $6 million in jewelry, including her $4 million engagement ring from then-husband Kanye West.
Wow.
So that's just now getting to trial 9 years later.
Oh.
We'll see what happens with that.
Wow.
There's a match game. It's called Match Game. It's back on TV. This time Martin Short will be the host.
Oh, that would be great. Him as a host.
ABC bringing this back for a new season. Now, it was on 4 years ago. It last aired with Alec Baldwin as the host.
That
guy's
had
just
to
a
have been
jerk.
horrible.
Is that when he murdered that person on that movie and got away with it?
I don't know. You're just jealous.
Jealous of what?
Being able to murder someone and get away with it. I know I am.
So Match Game, Martin Short, ABC. Look for that. Also, ABC News had an interview with President Trump last night commemorating his first 100 days in office, but it wasn't with either of their 2 main news people, who were David Murr and George Stephanopoulos. The White House wouldn't allow either of those guys in to do the interview. Instead, it was handled by ABC's senior national correspondent, Terry Moran. So
Wow.
no David Murr or Stefan.
So obviously, I mean, and knowingly, George, he's very good at probing and not afraid to ask the questions. But apparently this Murr guy is hanging on to the shirt tails of George. So in other words, White House says, no, that's going to be a little bit much.
We're not having you
You guys are going to ask the wrong questions, and we don't want to have to answer them.
Well, or they'd
be pushing that
fake
question.
news people from
Just
before.
saying. They would be prompting the wrong direction. Why wouldn't this other guy? He works for ABC. So
What, this Terry Moran?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, evidently he hasn't been a jerk in the past, so that's why he must have been able to get in.
I don't know.
Speaking of Trump, the Trump administration has dismissed all the scientists and other authors working on the next authoritative look at how climate change is affecting the U.S.
Really?
Donald Trump, not a fan of climate change.
No?
Which, whatever. Climate change is, people are pushing their agendas. That's all I'll say. Climate change. Pfft. Beyonce. Well, yeah, there's change.
Oh, boy.
It's just the way it is.
Right.
It's the way it goes. Anything on that?
No, I was just
avoid it?
thinking about,
Climate
I'm trying to stay out of it.
change.
I try to stay out of the,
Beyonce launching her Cowboy Carter tour
that's too bad.
Monday night in Los Angeles, bringing her daughters Blue Ivy and Rumi up on stage at one point.
Wait, one of her daughter's name is Rumi?
Rumi, like R-U-M-I.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that's how you say that. Maybe it's Rummy?
I hope not.
Rumi? And Blue Ivy. How would you like to have the name Blue Ivy?
Wow. Celebrities are stupid.
Actor Sam Anderson. I think he was like the main guy on Lost. Says, what happened to him?
Yeah.
Like, he was a good-looking guy. If that's who I'm thinking of. Whatever happened to him? He was on the show Lost.
Yeah.
He says, to this day, people are afraid of being on the same flight as him
Like a phobia.
in case they recognize him as one of the cast members for Lost. These days, all right. So he plays the husband of Kathy Bates' character in the reboot of Matlock. All right, I got to look this guy up. Sam Anderson. I got to do a quick Google.
That's a little much. That'd be like getting on a plane.
That's not who I was thinking of.
Oh, really?
If my computer would hurry up. But, wow, this is taking forever. No, definitely not who I was thinking of.
Oh, that dude.
Sam Anderson. So somebody else. Not the main good-looking
Yeah.
guy. What? I want to know what happened to the
that
main
guy?
good-looking guy. That guy, after Lost, you just didn't see him
Maybe
ever
he's one
again.
of those actors that just said, hey, I had fun, had my time in the limelight, and I'm going to go raise chickens. I mean, seriously,
Maybe
a
he's
lot
a
of
chicken farmer.
a lot of actors and celebrities, they just finally think, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the paparazzi. I mean, face it, that's why I stayed in Sigourney, Iowa. I couldn't.
Fame was calling.
It was ridiculous.
You were like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
John Lithgow, the actor, going to be in the upcoming Harry Potter series on HBO. He'll be playing the role of Albus Dumbledore. I don't know Harry Potter, so.
Oh, okay. I don't.
That's like the one nerdy franchise that I never got into. It's expected to air in 2026 or 2027. That'll be on the Max streaming service.
Sweet.
Ooh, let's go to something that you and I both like.
Okay.
Soundgarden.
Yes. What about him?
Black Hole Sun. Soundgarden's, how do you say his name? Kim Favell? Is he the lead guitar player with the hair and the beard?
I've heard it pronounced both ways. Like,
Favell?
Yeah. I don't know who's right, so I'm not going to say.
Anyway, Kim from Soundgarden says that he feels that the late Chris Cornell would be appreciative and thankful for the band being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a great statement.
Chris Cornell, one of the greatest voices in rock and roll history.
Yep.
But I tell you what, and I've told you this before, you do a deep dive into YouTube and watch some of Soundgarden's live stuff. Some of it's iffy.
Well, I mean, yeah. Was he a better recording studio artist, or
Probably.
or by the time they hit it live and out there in front of people, were there other factors,
Substance.
at play? So
I mean, you sing in the way that he sang. Mm-hmm. It's going to take its toll on your voice.
oh yeah, definitely
Doing it night after night after night.
Yep,
It's just bound to catch up with.
exactly.
Also, in things you need to know, Pierce Brosnan says that he would love to do a Mamma Mia 3.
Oh, there's two.
Mamma Mia, yeah, I guess.
What? Sounds stupid enough not to have one, but
But they have to get ABBA, or ABBA, depending on who you talk to. It's ABBA. To go along with the idea. So, Mamma Mia 3, a possibility.
I will definitely have my feelers out for that one.
Oh, wait, you want to be in it?
No, can't wait to see it. Or yeah, that's just horrible.
What, explain.
There's three of them, and I've never seen.
Well, there's
one.
two of them.
Right? But they want to make a third. Like, it must have been popular, huh?
It was. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did you watch it?
I saw the first one.
How was it?
Dancing Queen, la la la. Oh, it was so good. So
it was
good.
not, and you know it.
Hey, let's look. Look, who's here. It's
Where?
Mr.
What?
Josh Clubb. Oh, he's over there.
Okay, I'm not going to look at you anymore, Josh. Okay. Now I'm going to look this way.
Yeah. Josh, I need to turn your microphone on. I always do that to Josh.
Why?
We'll be out doing live sports. I'll come back from a commercial break, and Josh will start talking, and I don't have his microphone turned on.
And those moments, Neil, I'm sharing the secrets of life and all that stuff, and
nobody
secret
even heard it.
wealth secrets, and nobody can hear it because Steve doesn't turn my mic on.
Then I asked him to repeat it, and he's like, "Nope."
Nope.
It's a
Not
one-time
doing it.
deal.
Yeah, that's it. I geared myself up, so
You do it once, and that's it.
I'm
Yeah.
out of knowledge.
If you do it twice, you got to pay me extra. He holds me up for money all the time.
Yeah.
Let's hit the sports sounder. Oh, I love it.
He's like, I could hear some.
Sports.
Wow, I didn't even
It's the
see that
Son-in-Law
start.
Services Sports Report with Josh Clubb. What's up, Josh?
well, my sports report is weak this morning. Weak. My intentions last night were to just go over the track. There's a large track meet here in Sigourney, which featured most of our area teams, such as HLV, Albia, Oskaloosa boys were at it. It was a girls and boys meet. Went till about 10 o'clock last night.
Oh.
I still don't have the official results. I have results, but they're not unofficial, and I don't really want to share those. So I was assuming I would have them, and I don't. But I can tell you that Sigourney girls finished in third. I know that's going to be that will be official, but everything else is a little bit up in the air because
I
of
saw HLV made a post this morning saying, did they win the whole thing?
the girls did. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So it was
What's up in the air, though? That sounded enticing. Like,
nothing.
Oh,
Nothing major. It's just
heck, man.
they read the live results, and then if there's any and then of course we're as coaches we're sitting there writing everything down. But if there's disqualifications or things like that, you don't know, and so I do apologize for that.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah,
Thanks for stopping in.
yeah, that's what I stopped in. I just wanted to see you guys today. I'm like, well, I better stop there anyway. Hoping,
Our door is always open.
Yes.
hoping that I would at any second get the email with the posted results. But here we are, hitting
As
refresh.
he's looking at his
nothing
phone,
happening.
so he really is
I
waiting.
really am. I 100% banked on that, and
You know when you're going to get it. You're going to be
when
just
I'm
out
walking
the
down
door.
the steps,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I'm not going to come back up the steps because at that point I'm already at the bottom of the steps.
Right.
So,
What if you're halfway down?
I mean, I'm committed. I think because then if I went back up, that would be extra flights of steps.
Yeah,
for me.
nobody needs that.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah. Do you have trivia for us this
Sure,
morning?
yeah.
Okay,
Let's
that
do
we
some
can do.
trivia. Let's waste some time with some trivia.
we will. Speaking of soccer,
Yeah,
we'll ask Neil first. Don't you know everything about soccer?
Not everything. I just know a
Yeah.
little bit more about soccer than any other sport.
Okay.
Okay.
You know the
Pele.
shape. You know the shapes on a shapes on a soccer ball. They're pentagons, right?
Oh yeah. The
You know how
black and
many
white.
there? You know how many there are?
Whoa. Hang on. Let me just guess here.
How many? Okay, let me rephrase. How many black pentagons are on a standard
Okay.
soccer ball?
I'm going to say 12.
You are correct,
Are you
Neil.
serious? I just guessed. I
You
mean, I knew
did.
that.
You did, and since you're right, I'm going to let you read the reason why.
Why? The reason why?
Yeah, you just read it.
This is
Without
awesome.
pre-reading it, it'll be awesome.
Standard soccer ball features 12 pentagons because it's based on the geometry of a truncated... What? That's why you gave me the phone?
Yep.
Of a truncated icohedron? What is that?
Are you
The
speaking English?
polyhedron, a truncated icohedron. What? It's created by cutting off the vertices. Why do you make this up?
I don't.
There's
make
a word in one sentence that makes sense.
the
Each
Google
of the 12
made that up.
vertices of the icohedron become a pentagon on the soccer ball, which the original triangular faces transforming into hexagons. I'm more confused now
Yeah.
than I think I ever was.
I was thinking there was going to be some simple reason.
Yeah, like
that
it used to be
was
12 teams or
Yeah.
countries.
Because that's
playing.
what fits.
Yeah. Well,
on the
yeah, no
soccer
kidding.
ball.
There's
That's-
12 because that's how many they could
But
get
that's how
around.
many they got it on there. But instead, it's a truncated icosahedron. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Satan?
Talk about everybody that's listening and some useless knowledge that will be in your brain. Now you know.
So I'm assuming it's 6 black and 6 white.
No.
It's 12 black.
Oh. So
Yeah.
there's 24 then. Total.
Well, it features 12 pentagons, but I know it said 12 black. 20 triangular faces with 12 vertices.
Yeah.
See, it's like all over the place. My head hurts right now
Words.
trying to think this.
Words and more words.
Let me see here.
Well, you do that.
Better explanation.
While you do your searching,
Yeah.
let's put a plug in for son-in-law services. Josh Clubb, he's a handy man. I tell you, 319-431-1806 is the number to call. Handy Josh. What are you going to be doing today, Josh? Where's your job taking you today?
I am going to go install some new kitchen cabinets at a house. So
Sweet.
completely redoing them, and there's a lot of them, a lot of boxes. So,
Okay.
A lot of boxes.
and of course, the upper cabinets are always the fun part, lifting them up and getting them all leveled and squared. And it's an older house, so I'm sure there'll be lots of shims used. But that's where I'm
The
going
old
today.
shims.
Yeah. Some inside work on this. Appears to be rainy day, but I don't know. You guys are the weather experts in the weather lab.
Don't get
Neil.
Neil started. He's grumpy about the forecast.
Yes.
The forecast always makes him grumpy,
It doesn't make me grumpy. It's when it's windy or rainy.
which has been all the time here
Which
lately.
yeah.
So
Never
Or
more.
Monday when it was supposed to be windy and rainy all day, but it never really did.
You know, that's just it. That's what just irks my chain. I get a forecast out and telling everybody, and then it just doesn't happen.
And then all the time you spent in the lab coming up with that forecast.
Right. I was up all night long
Yeah.
watching models and forecasts.
mixing,
And,
like you're in a lab. so
oh,
you're
yeah.
mixing things up
No,
and-
no. I mean, that's why I like to bring up the high and the low when they come together. You know, stuff like
and
that.
make the mid.
Running through the Midwest.
The cauldron, cauldron of weather. What am I going to brew up?
That should be
In the lab.
that's it. You are the new meteorologist.
Back to sports.
Back to sports.
Yeah, you better get all your big jobs done before the end of May, Josh, because the end of May comes.
We got some stuff going on.
We're doing softball. We're doing baseball. Our first game will be Sigourney baseball at EBF for a doubleheader. We're doing a few Sigourney baseball, softball games. We're going to be doing some North Mahaska baseball and softball. Pekin. Klynt Weber was just in. We were talking about that. Not a doubleheader, really, just two separate games coming up at the University of Iowa for Pekin in June. That's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we got a busy summer coming up.
Yeah. We're just typing it all up and making it, looking at it on a calendar versus our hand scribbled notes that we made a few weeks ago. And it's like, whoa, that's a little
That's a
daunting.
lot.
That is a well-written schedule.
That is Steve.
That's the way I
that
do
is
it.
Shetler documents there.
That's the way I do it. I don't need no stinking typewriter.
typewriter.
I write things down because I got Post-it notes. That's what paper and pen are for, people.
I like pencil still once in a while.
Pencils
I
are
really do.
nice.
For some reason, is this yours?
Let me see it.
Because somehow I have acquired a pencil, like with lead over here.
I don't know.
Not like a pencil.
You don't like it?
No, I'm just wondering where it came from.
I don't know.
I acquired. But anyway, busy schedule, lots of games, 20-some games coming up.
And speaking of that, I mean, those teams will all, baseball and softball, they can have their first official practice on Monday of next week. So
Okay.
Oh,
they,
really?
Yep,
Wow.
they get going on that. And I just looking through all those teams, I mean, we're covering a lot of games, but they're this in the state of Iowa, with it being a summer sport, their schedules are condensed. Like they play their whole season basically in a month, and it's a lot, back to back to back to back to back, and then next thing you know, it's 4th of July weekend, and then here comes sectionals and with sectionals and districts and state or regionals and state tournaments, and then they have their dead week, and now it's football season, so it goes by quick just because it is so condensed.
I mean, I'm looking at ours. This is just our schedule. So, like, we had the first game's the 22nd of May.
Yeah.
Then we're on May 28th, May 30th. And then June's just June 2nd, 4th, 6th, 7th, 9th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21th, 23rd, 25th, 27th, 30th. Yeah. Those are all games we're doing. And then July 2nd, we're going to wrap up with a North Mahaska regular season game. Then we'll get into a postseason from there.
Yeah, that's games we're doing. Of course, you have racing on Tuesdays, which there's I promise you, every one of those teams pretty much have a game on Tuesday nights. So you add that to their schedule, and you just look through and you look at, they hardly have any practices in the month of June. They just
it's a good thing you guys are settled down, because you ain't gonna have no time for looking around. Fun.
It's either gonna be baseball, softball, or Tuesday night tune-up.
Right.
Coming up during the month of June. So a lot of nights. I'm not going to say every night, but most nights there's going to be something going on here on Steve Shuttler Media. So, Any updates? Did you get your email in?
Nope, did not.
Nope. Okay.
So.
Well, I will tell you this,
right.
Josh.
Yeah.
Early soccer balls, they were made from animal bladders.
Yeah, I think a lot of balls were.
Most balls were.
Go out and kick the bladder.
Huh.
I mean, somebody had to sit there and see an animal bladder and be like, "Oh,
right?
Let's go out and pass this thing around a little bit. Have some fun."
Touch the bladder.
Oh wait! And then when you dropped it, you kicked it.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Wow,
this game's fun.
We've got something figured out here. Let's put pentagons and things on it and call it a sport."
You know what should be a sport? Like
what?
A sport is kickball.
Oh, an official it probably is on the one major network that has the extra channel that has like cornhole and foot volley and all those things.
What'll happen is we won't see it coming up the ladder we'd hope to see it here locally. All of a sudden, it'll be in the Olympics.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It'll be one of those. When did that happen? And now it's an Olympic sport.
Middle-aged man kickball.
Yeah. Oh, see, I don't know, man. Hammies. I don't like getting hammies, pulling them. And I hate missing that kickball.
Neil's right though; it'll show up in the Olympics, and they'll get rid of a sport like track and field or something like that. Right. And like, well, we just don't think that's an Olympic sport.
Right? But everybody wants kickball.
Yeah, kickball.
Let's start it. Let's start a petition.
Okay,
an online petition. Anyway,
Steve, in your version of kickball, is throwing the ball at the head of the person to get them out. Does that count? Or
sure,
okay,
why not?
I just remember in grade school when if you hit him in the head, you'd get in trouble from the teacher.
Which reminds me, the other game, what's it called? Dodgeball. I mean, why isn't that in the Olympics?
Surprised that one.
Yeah, it's got a movie and everything.
Yeah, it's a great game.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Right. Cornhole is in the Olympics and breakdancing.
Yeah, breakdancing.
So why can't dodgeball? Dodgeball, kickball. Make that happen.
Make it. It's
yes,
combine them. Kind of like there was a movie about basketball too, where they combined basketball and baseball. Probably shouldn't quote that movie too much, but
all right. So we're totally just random.
We are.
We're going rogue here.
Right?
Have you seen? I've seen clips online. It's basketball and like wrestling, and it's like fight basketball basically, where you might have the ball, but somebody might come up behind you, grab you, and give you a suplex.
Huh?
Yeah,
really?
It's a real thing.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. mean, there can't hardly be any rules. I
Dude,
mean, I assume that there's no punching or something like that. But
you would love that sport. I
mean, not at my age.
Well,
not in the shape that
to watch it.
Yeah, to watch
because
it.
you like basketball and wrestling.
Yeah.
Man,
But yeah, it's a very, very physical form of basketball where obviously there's no fouls or anything like that.
So you're going up for it to shoot a deep three and you get drop kicked in the chest?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember. I don't know what the official name of it is, but kind of crazy.
That's
Alrighty.
All right, Josh, we're going to let you get out of here. We'll put your thing back up on the screen here.
Whoa.
Josh, Son-in-Law Services, 319-431-1806. That is our sports report.
I just
I don't know if I'm supposed to get up when he's doing that or what.
I didn't know if I was going to internally combust while I did that or not. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be back with more after this.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Hey, big thanks to our sponsors. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headliner, and Oski Dental sponsors our studios for just another morning show. Of course, our studios located in the loft right above Barn Wired on the south side of the square in Sigourney. Just right, we're right across the street from the beautiful courthouse here in Sigourney. We're live and we're local. Where else do you get that,
We are
folks? Live, we're local. We thank Klynt Weber for being a guest earlier today. We thank Josh Clubb for coming in and
hanging out,
doing his quote-unquote sports report. Thanks, Josh. No, we appreciate Josh taking time from his day to come in and chat with us. You know what we haven't done yet? Boy, we got sucked into our guests, and we haven't even done any of our normal stuff like our this or that.
Oh, man.
And all that.
And then
yet.
we didn't bring anybody into it either.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not even ready for this or that.
No.
Give me a second here.
Okay.
Why don't you lay something entertaining
lay
on
some funky beats?
Pour
Is that
some
what you're
sugar
gonna
on
say?
me. Let's bring this up.
Sugar on me.
Okay, and then I got it. All right, so let's take a look at our this or that. Thank you for singing.
No problem.
While we did that. This or that brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. So our this or that, morning workout or evening workout? I'm going to guess that you're going with no workout.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just a guess.
Oh, which one would you pick?
Well, I don't have time in the morning, unless it was like later morning. Evening workouts tend to keep people awake at night,
right?
So I don't know if I'm in a good position unless it was a late morning, early afternoon. If those were the options, I would go with one of those. How about you?
Yeah, neither. At the moment, I need to start doing something. I need to quit complaining about some new shirts I got for summer that I don't like the way they fit. I think it's the manufacturer. I need to quit complaining and get out there and do something. So maybe in a month I'll be able to say morning or evening or just be right where I'm at. I don't know.
So our This or That goes up each weekday at 6 a.m. Make sure you comment on that. Question of the Day goes up at noon. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon Houses Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. What entertainer should give it up and call it quits?
Oh, boy.
I don't have anybody in mind on this, really.
There's plenty of them out there, though.
Who do you think?
I'm trying to think of the last one I remember seeing. Who was it that we had even both brought it up there a while back?
That they should call it quits?
Yeah.
Oh, there's that one singer. Yeah.
Who are we talking about? It wasn't that long ago.
He was an old guy.
Yeah.
He was.
Anyway, that's some of those. I mean, there comes a point when it's like, all right, I think your time is done. Vince
Love
Neil.
Yes. Vince Neil should definitely.
If you don't know who I mean, the singer from Motley Crue, never heard him, that's fine. Don't listen to him now. Live.
Just listen to old Motley Crue.
I mean, he definitely should throw in the towel. And some of those. And it's more rockers from the days back because, again, they were great in their time, but they ruined their voice.
Yep.
I mean, they did.
True.
It's too bad. That's what I did, too. So I had to give up singing.
There's a picture of Neil on the screen. Wanted to bring that back. So did anybody dream of this guy last night?
That's the real question.
If you remember the story from yesterday, this is, quote unquote, this man. This is the guy that we had the story on yesterday about. He's been showing up in people's dreams around the world. That guy's got quite the eyebrow going on there. It's just a barely any separation there with the unibrow.
So is this what they would call a sketch from like a sketch artist?
I guess.
You know, everybody went in saying, this is the guy I dreamt about.
Yeah. So this is they should call him the unibrower.
Well, and his
Not
hair.
the Unabomber,
His hair.
the unibrower.
Look at that. Like,
he's receding hairline.
I have sideburns, but my sideburns don't just blend right into my hair like that. I mean,
would this guy be like, obviously, he kind of has that Middle Eastern look to him.
I don't know. I think he looks like the guy on the other side of the square here in Sigourney. I'm not going to name names, but
the guy in the dumpster.
What? Wow. I can't take my eyes off of him.
Some stuff going on there, I tell you,
man.
But yeah, this man. He is this man. This man. Hey, we haven't finished up on things you need to know. Let's re-hit the music. We need to make this official. Things you need to know. Amazon has launched its first batch of satellites into space. That happened as of Monday.
Amazon now.
In a field currently dominated by SpaceX. So Amazon, they've got their satellites up there now.
Well, good.
How about a big oops the other day? The U.S. Navy had a FA-18 Super Hornet fighter. That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
That fell off of an aircraft carrier, the USS Harry S. Truman.
What?
Just kind of kerplunk, went off the side of the ship and to the bottom of the Red Sea. That was at a cost of $60 million for that fighter jet. I wonder how that fell off.
Apparently somebody forgot to tie it down or put the brake on.
Must have hit a big wave and splash. Kentucky Derby coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a little bit yesterday.
Yep.
And the horse Render Judgment.
Yeah.
Which is partially owned by the Dream Walkin' Farms, which was run by the late country star Toby Keith.
Dream Walkin' Farms. That's cool.
Dream Walkin'. Toby died February of last year, age of 62, after he was diagnosed with stomach cancer just less than 2 years before that. So, we're pulling for
definitely.
Render Judgment.
Yeah. Plus, I just think the name is cool.
He's going to render some judgment.
That's awesome.
On the field at the Kentucky Derby. Toby Keith's horse. Let's see here. Big Lots. Are you familiar with Big Lots?
Familiar. I don't know.
Is it like a Costco type of a thing?
I don't know. I've never been to one. I've heard the name plenty of times.
They're saying Big Lots is making a comeback. They're going to be reopening about 60 stores around the country coming up in May.
Well, there you go.
Look for Big Lots to make a little bit of a comeback. Netflix launching a new subtitle option. Now, this gives viewers the choice to get rid of audio cues like background noises, doors slamming, phone buzzing. They can do that just in closed captions instead. So that's kind of a weird... What? Does that stuff bother some people? Like background noises in shows and movies?
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
You sort of...
Why wouldn't you want to hear those noises?
It would be awkward to watch. I'm thinking of any police sitcom or something, and the detectives are walking down the street, on the beat, and you see the cars going by, but you don't hear them.
Yeah,
that would seem
or just their
awkward.
footsteps on the concrete, or whatever.
When the guy comes running across the street and gets hit by a car, you want to hear.
Yeah, you want to hear the head hitting the windshield.
Yes. Yeah, that's dumb.
Oh, here's a topic we both love. Earwax.
Here's a topic we both love.
You're just having an in-depth conversation about earwax. No, we weren't. The gene responsible for producing either wet or dry earwax.
Keep going.
Is called ABCC11. Also happens to be responsible for whether a person has smelly armpits.
So depending on your earwax,
your earwax and your armpits are connected in that way. They say about 2% of people, mostly those in the dry earwax category, have a version of this gene, which means that their armpits don't smell.
Oh.
So if you have dry earwax, what is...
Well, yeah.
Does your earwax like flake out? I mean, when I get a big glob of earwax, it's all gooey and wet. Wow. Let me dig into my ear.
So that just happened. Wow.
Flicking at you. Earwax and smelly armpits.
Wow.
What we want to talk about this morning.
Just another morning show, guys.
And then look this up. Are there just Google Citizen Hotels?
Oh boy, hang on.
I just want to see if that's a thing.
Citizen Hotel?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Marriott has bought. They've dished out 355.
Citizen M.
Okay, Citizen Inn.
M.
What?
M, as in Mary or Marriott.
Okay. Marriott has dished out $355 million to buy Citizen, whatever that is.
Huh.
Well, which will add 36 more hotels to their worldwide collection. So
that's it?
That's a lot of money. That's
really, for 36. Wow. Huh.
That's like $10 million per hotel.
So the Citizen Hotel, though, they're luxurious hotels. So that would be why.
Makes sense.
Oh my, yeah. They include Italian linens in this particular one. And down, what is that? Down pillows. Oh my, yeah. Oh, that's fancy. Oh,
snazzy.
Hello. Well, let's go there, Steve. Not with each other.
Next time we're on a road trip, we'll book a room at the Citizen.
They got one in Oskaloosa?
Probably not. Dang it. Food news. I think we talked about this previously. The salted caramel Butterfinger is out there. Or as some people say, caramel.
Wow, there's so many references here.
Salted caramel Butterfinger is available now. So
I don't think I'm going to try it.
No.
Nope. No, I'm good.
Oh, Patrick's leaving us. See you, Patrick. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. We do have the window open here in the studio today, so people on the square in Sigourney can hear us Sorry.
Not sorry.
Somebody's walking into the courthouse and they looked over here. A new poll found that teen boys and girls agree on this when it comes to the question, what is most important in life? So again, a new poll found that teen boys and girls agree on this when it comes to the question, what is most important in life? Think about that. Good morning. I lost some of my first comments. If you can pull those up for me.
I've got
We've
it. Which screen am I on? I can't keep track.
I start at Pat, Jackie, Kathy, Dixie, Sherry, Nancy, Peg, Deb, and Patrick.
So yeah, you got Dan and Carson and Sandy and Katie. Did you say Katie?
Nope.
Katie and Jackie, and that's about where you came in.
Okay.
Kathy, Dixie, Sherry, Deb, Patrick, Nancy.
Katie who?
Hang on.
Who's Katie?
Katie Van Dyke McDonald.
Okay. So a new poll found that teen boys and girls agree on this when it comes to the question, what is most important in life?
I'm trying to think when I was a teen, if that was asked by my guidance counselor, what would I have answered?
What is most important in life?
Fame. No.
Girls, that would have been your answer.
Well, honestly, I'm thinking back when I was in school. Yeah, if Mr. G would have been like, come on, buddy. You got to do something, Neil. You got to try harder.
You got to change your ways.
Quit having the girls do your homework. I'd probably just a job with good money. I don't know.
Kind of.
Maybe.
Having a job or career that they enjoy.
Oh, well, that's a good yes.
The most important thing in life, according to teen boys and girls, having a career or job that you enjoy. So, it's something to strive
just remember,
for.
kids, just because you pick it in high school doesn't mean you're going to stick with it.
Pick it and stick it.
We're back to the earwax.
Yeah. Pick that earwax. And
if I were you, kids, I would look into getting in one of these studies because every day we read something about a study was done. So,
go to college to do studies.
Don't look it up because I've been on it for like a week.
Research.
And I don't know how you get on them studies, but I've been trying. Even tried medical ones and they won't let me in.
Let's go to our community calendar up next. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events. Weddings, graduations, reunions, so much more. They seat up to 500 guests. They can do it all. They've got a large bar. They have bridal and groom rooms. For more inquiries, get a hold of Mel or Chelsea at Enchanted Events. Go to their website. Go to their Facebook page at Enchanted Events. On our community calendar, let's see here. We've got some events coming up in Oskaloosa. Oski's, of course, always busy during the summer with multiple things.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up, they'll have their Friday After 5 starting up in May. One of the events, come on in, June 6th, they'll have Stephen Banky and the Flatland Band.
The who?
You know, Stephen Banky and the Flatland Band.
Yeah.
From 6 to 9. That'll be Friday After 5. They've got food trucks, all sorts of stuff going on the square in Oskaloosa for that. So put that on your calendar. What else do we have on the community calendar? We've got Mahaska County Conservation with their Bark Ranger events. Bring your dog, explore the parks, so your dog can earn a certificate and enjoy the outdoors with you. That is May 22nd at the Quercus Wilderness area.
You like saying that, don't you?
Quercus. And then also in July 17th at the White Oak Conservation Area. Something going on there. And then what else is on the calendar? We'll put a plug in for Celebrate Recovery in New Sharon. Find hope, find freedom, find healing. That's Celebrate Recovery Tuesdays at the Lighthouse Church in New Sharon. And let's see here, 6 o'clock for a meal, 6:30 for large group, 7:30 for small group. You see the contact info there for Celebrate Recovery at Lighthouse Church in New Sharon. Let's put a quick plug in here for some stuff coming up this week here on Steve Shuttler Media. Friday is our Iowa Music Showcase. Joshua Sinclair, he's a cool dude. He just looks cool.
You know, he's the epitome of coolness and everything that is hot. Look at him. Would you just look at
him? Joshua Sinclair coming to Sigourney, Barn Wired on Friday, 11:30 to noon. Be there in person watch it online, or listen to it in podcast form. And then, of course, Saturday morning, we've got the sports section. If I can find the graphic, I would put it up on the screen. I have too much stuff at my disposal. We've got the sports section coming up on Saturday morning, 8 a.m. at Barn Wired in Sigourney. Again, be there in person, watch it online, or listen to it in podcast form. We'll be talking to some area coaches and athletes coming up on Saturday morning. All right, it's our next guest. It's the revolving door making his world debut.
Woo!
Put your hands together.
Yeah, it's about time.
The studio audience is applauding. You can't hear it, Rick, but they are applauding.
Nice. No, I've been trying for a long time, I think, but I'm finally in town on a day, and the first time in months. I don't know.
So Rick Landgrebe with our headline sponsor, Brothers Market here in Sigourney, making his debut on the show. So yeah, all right. So tell us a little bit about your job. Where are your travels taking you lately these days?
Well, since about November, I've been in Bloomfield. We've just kind of had a little bit of turnover help there, and I guess my part of the job is since I run all the meat departments for the company, we're short on meat help, so I've been down there pretty much daily since November.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Finally got a guy. The meat cutting business is hard to find. There is just not butchers out there. So
Sure.
So
Sam the butcher.
Neil, if Neil needs to have a part-time job when he's done from this, we can butcher him up.
We need Todd.
I need to learn how to butcher.
But yeah, so that's where I've been lately. So
All right. So
Wow.
yeah, well, we're glad to have you here in the studio. So what do you? All right. So this is your first time walking into the
Right.
studio. What do you think?
I like it, but it does
Do you
seem
approve?
I approve, but is it hot in here? Is it just
Oh, no, it's
myself?
hot in here.
Woo.
Hint, Amanda.
Yeah, we need the air
cow,
conditioning
so-
up and running.
I'm gonna adjust your camera just a hair.
Okay.
We're kind of cutting off the top of your.
No,
There we go.
you have the right colors in here. You got the black and gold, of
Black
course.
and
So
gold.
I don't shy away from saying who I root for. So I do like the black and
Oh,
gold.
yeah, definitely.
We need to get a Brothers Market banner in here. That would
and
look
even
good,
maybe
too.
a Savage. Where's your set? You got a Sigourney
I don't
Savage?
I don't have any Savage stuff. No.
Okay, all right. I thought maybe your basketball jersey from back in the high school days would be hanging in here.
I do have my old football jersey at home.
There
I
you
do
go.
have
Do?
a practice jersey from
Yeah.
basketball, and I didn't get my official.
Okay.
I was just thinking he doesn't wear hats on the show, or very rarely ever.
Yeah.
But I don't go
Unless I'm
anywhere
out in the
without a
sun.
hat. Yeah, I don't go anywhere without one.
Same.
You know what I need?
Oh, a Brothers Market hat.
I can hook you up with
There
that
you
on a
go.
daily basis.
There you go. On a daily basis.
So we'll leave it right there.
Running meat. Man.
And you do have the candy jars floating around. I see
yeah.
Neil. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
good. So you were in business. So.
yeah.
I got some Reese's peanut butter carrots.
I got
And
some
I do
jelly
have a
beans.
bone to pick with Neil. Is I don't know how he doubted Snickers that whole time last week.
Okay, I'm a
There's-
Snickers fan. Don't get me wrong. I really am. But I assumed
No.
there was so many people that love their peanut butter.
I
that
know, but
Reese's could really pull that one out.
I get you, but I just
You know?
Snickers would just be.
I know.
It was without a doubt. So
All right. Do you see the? I'm assuming you see the numbers on everything at the store.
True.
Do you happen to know what's your best selling candy bar? Any idea?
it's not Snickers, and it's not. I mean, it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's not even close. Would be.
No kidding.
Okay.
Yep. So, and then you're right. Then you're going to be followed up by anything with that peanut butter
Right.
mix. So.
Well, I knew it was.
But it's that far of a difference too that it's just crazy. So
Well, next time we do a candy related thing,
yes, we might have to
why didn't I
ask.
even think to just
Because I figure,
phone a friend?
and I made it clear. I thought the finals on that would end up being Snickers and Milky Way.
Okay.
Any idea
And-
what your number 2 seller is?
You know,
Putting you on the spot here.
It is putting me on the spot. I'm just trying to think by what we order a lot. It's going to be. That's a very good question. I'm going to do some investigating.
Awesome.
We'll get it in there.
Perfect.
I'm just
All right.
going through my mind. Now anything though is anything of those gummy clusters, like the
Oh,
nerd,
yeah.
the nerd gummy clusters,
Those things are awesome.
Highly addictive.
the high chews. If you
Yeah.
haven't got into the high,
Those are amazing.
so that's the hot candy right now. Is
Okay.
I do like my candy. If you ever watch me on Snapchat, that's all
Yeah.
I have for.
I did bring that
Oh, nice. Okay.
for reference for you.
Yeah, because I'll need it. I'm not.
We'll get to that here shortly. I wanted to ask you, now obviously you're a huge supporter of Iowa country music. You and I had a great time this past Saturday night.
Oh, we did.
Out at Enchanted Events with
I
Tyler
couldn't
Richmond and the
make
High Bank Boys. Give us your thoughts on that show.
It was great. You know, I hope they can do more out there because that was my first. real time. I think I went to the open house, and maybe even right before the open house. I know I haven't been to a function out there, and if she could do something like that once a month or once every couple months even, and maybe not even the full band, just even an acoustic guy, I think it would be fun. And I did give her some names. There's some great guys you can get out there. I threw out Jordan Beam, Jake Schrute.
Sure.
There's so many out there that have that following and be good. And even the boys from here in town, anything out there would be fun. So it was great, fantastic. And if you need someone to sing on Fridays, I think I have a guy now. It sounds like I got on the stage and sang a little bit of Garth Brooks.
It sounds like you don't remember or what? That's the rumor?
Second half of the show was fun. So
You did. You got up there. I didn't record you.
Well, who did? Because I saw it the next morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. So
I saw it somewhere.
There's video floating around.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Maybe on Snapchat.
It could have been. So
And we only do originals on the
I was going to
Friday
say, so we
show,
can't play it anyway. So,
Yeah.
But no, they've got a great place out there. And then you know how I feel, Tyler. And then they're hard to beat for a local. But I mean, there's so much great talent in the state of Iowa, and I think they're right there at the top.
Well, you sort of nailed it though, being local. I mean, there's so much more local than some of the. I mean, we've had great acts or people come in here on Fridays, and I think two things. There's great music out there, and like you said, every couple months have somebody like that come in because just looking on Fridays, 3 songs, and the reactions we get
are
I mean,
great.
it'd be as a full show. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Well, it's like I even remember last year after the state fair, Amanda Snakenberg from Barn Wired, she's like, "Boy, you know everybody because all those great acts at the state fair, they've been here.
Yeah, they've made
it's
it.
Like you just don't realize.
Yeah.
Like you'll say the name of an Iowa country artist. Oh, I don't know them. Never heard of them. Well,
Sure.
yeah, it's because they're from Iowa. But if like you go to the state fair, you're gonna see these people on. They have all these side
Everywhere.
stages. And all these free stages, or the JR's, what is it, JR's
JR
barbecue?
Southport, yeah.
You're going to see these bands playing there, and they're fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, and like you nailed it. We're a music guy, Jess and I. We love our music. We travel. We probably spend too much on concerts. And what's sad is when you go to buy these guys, like say, or Morgan Wallen's our favorite. Now you can't even hardly afford to go to him. I mean, our last one that we were going to go to in Wisconsin with him and Miranda Lambert was going to get 3 tickets, and it was $13, and it was just plane tickets, and it was right at $1,300.
Oh,
and we're like, not going to do. I mean, we were this close to, but then also it's like what's sad is some of these people that are free shows are $10 to go watch. We can get 50 to 100 people. It's like, and they're just as. They're just as good.
Absolutely.
So, and the band that we have here on the 4th of July.
Corey Waller.
And if you want to talk, they just dominated the music awards over a month ago. So have to get to that show. Their songwriting and singing is
top notch.
It's very good. So it'll be a good time.
There's no reason like those guys, like Corey Waller and the Wicked Things, Tyler Riston and the High Bank Boys. I mean, these are top level acts that are right here in our state of Iowa. So encourage you to take that deep dive into the Iowa country music scene, and you're going to find a lot of great talent and a lot of great songs.
Yes. And, you need to take advantage of it while you can.
Yes.
Because then what happens when they do have that breakthrough, and we're sitting here saying, remember when Tyler Richardson was easy to go to?
When they were $10?
And now it's $1,300 to go.
So.
I mean, take advantage of it. They're right there.
So we're chatting with Rick from Brothers Market in Sigourney. Rick, I brought in your Brothers Market ad that just came in the mail. So tell us some of the hot deals going on.
Well, the big one now is if you see that pork bundle that's up there in the top, we're going to run that all month. It's a bundle box. We got it. So you get for $29.99, you're going to get 4 thick cut boneless pork chops, 4 butterfly chops, your pork steaks, 2 packages of bratwurst, package of hot dog buns, and then a Brothers Market spice of your choice.
Okay.
So come in, just place that order. Give us a day's notice typically, and we'll have it the next morning. We'll call you. Neil will probably sell you one about every day since you're in there 2 or 3 times a day. But
this isn't wrong.
So that is the hot one we're going to do for the month. And we're going to go all month in April with that. And then it's just awesome. your traditional. I think, like you said, your deals of the week that we have every week, our app, you can get a water for $1.99 this week off the app. Tostito chips, for $2.99.
Wow.
So it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it this week?
Yeah.
And check on the bottom. We even got Jose margaritas on sale this week.
Man.
So we're in business. So, and then just everything else in between,
Sure.
Yeah.
And we're there to help you. So
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm there, as Rick
yeah,
mentioned.
yeah. And I think I've even heard he's used the PA system a time or two in the store.
I always check to make sure Rick's not there first, because just for fun. But yes, I've actually called for second checkers when they weren't needed.
Well, thank you, because it is needed.
You could be the official voice for Brothers Market.
And I've even been a few of the girls there even say, "Oh, look, it's the undercover boss."
It's the undercover
I
boss.
think they feel like Rick's got me working undercover.
We won't tell him anything.
I mean,
we'll
hey,
just leave
if
it.
that's something you need, I'm there.
Speaking of stuff here in the studio, I know I've messaged this to you before, but if you ever get rid of that stand-up cardboard herky that is standing in the liquor section,
Oh, yeah.
that would look fantastic here in the studio.
I think that might be a Coke display. I'll see if I
Yeah.
can get on the and it's that.
Get another one.
Yeah, it'll be coming into that time of year anyway. So we'll get that taken care of. We'll find you something in here.
That would be cool to have like herky over my
Neon
shoulder.
and
or
neon would be
something.
nice, but they're sure hard on giving away those. You used to be able to get those, and
yeah.
now
I'm sure.
they don't like to get. And they're not even the real stuff anymore. It's the fake stuff, and
Yeah.
you still can't even get them for nothing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else going on that we haven't touched
Nope.
base?
Hopefully, we're going to get into that weekly grilling
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
That always goes over well. It'd be twice a week. Cass and myself typically do that, so I feel we're getting my fires put out that we had around the company. So we'll get into our routine. We like to do a Mondays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays is what we like to do off because it's a non-truck day. So. That's always huge. So you guys will probably
And it's
smell
great
it coming this
Yeah.
way when we turn up the grill the first time. And when that happens, maybe we'll have to have a sampling. Maybe you can have a tenderloin for breakfast on the radio.
I'm game. I'm game.
There you go.
We just got to make sure you stop in more often too.
I'm game. We can do more. We can maybe
right.
do a
When it works for you.
yeah. So
we
do a
can come
little-
over and record a video
There
with
you
you
go.
too as well. So
and then maybe come September we can do something fun out at our place. And we as you heard Tyler
yeah.
talks, and
Right.
we're gonna-
Yeah.
this is a long way down the road, but we're going to have that great local talent back here in the state of Iowa, or back here in Sigourney, not the state of Iowa, but here, just a mile
that's
down
awesome.
the road. So,
do you want to announce the date for that?
well,
yet,
actually,
or-
as we said, Saturday night, September 20th,
All right.
when we get back home into our house, we'll be in before then, thank goodness. But our front porch revival party is back in. Last year we postponed. We did not have a porch to have a party on, so
Unfortunately.
unfortunately. So this year again, September 20th, I think from 7 to 10. I'll get you a flyer sent out here too, Steve.
Sweet.
But I think every once in a while I even see you in a front porch shirt here on studio.
Oh yeah, I still wear my T-shirt
Yes,
on
I
occasion.
see that. And Neil, maybe we'll have to
I got
find
to
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be a great time. And
Yeah,
I'll
awesome.
enjoy
Yeah,
it.
it always is. So, all right, that's a Rick. Yeah, and if you're back in town on a regular basis, well, we pop in whatever once a week or whenever you get the opportunity. The door's always open.
In July, it might have to be shirtless up here, though, I think. Oh, it is.
It better be air conditioned by
Okay.
then.
You don't want to see me shirtless.
We'll go buy more drinks downstairs at Barbed Wire, and we can get air conditioning up here. So there you go,
Yeah.
Amanda. That's a plug.
Yeah. While we got you here, just a big thanks
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Brothers Market has been on board with Steve Shetler Media since the get-go. And I always, it's easy to overlook that. Now that we're coming up at the end of the summer, we'll be 2 years into this. And so many local sponsors were on board with me before we even did one video or did one thing here on Facebook and YouTube. So big thanks to you
You're welcome.
and to Brothers Market for having
And it
faith
seems
in what
like-
we were doing.
I don't know if it was the 4th of July when all that or after the fair, but we was either farmer's market, but we met right down here on the corner.
Yeah.
And you said,
It was after the 4th of July parade. I remember it. I was like,
I do
came up
too,
to
right
you.
down here. And it's like, hey, I've got something
Yeah.
I'm wanting to get going. And I can walk right to where that happened. So I do remember that. And
Yep.
it's been a good run. And so,
awesome.
I couldn't remember is the farmers markets or the 4th of July. So
Yep, it was right after the parade, and I was like, I got some ideas.
Yes. And it's worked out well, I think.
Yes,
so,
it has.
good.
It's worked out wonderfully. All right, so Rick from Brothers Market here in Sigourney, again, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for always being in the comments in the mornings. It always makes things fun. So
And you keep us on our toes.
Yeah, it's my drive down. It's like, okay, just to let you know, service is not great between here and Bloomfield.
Oh,
so
I'm sure. Yeah, I can imagine.
Maybe those Amish buggies don't need the cell service that we need. So, and I didn't even see your this or that this week. Today, what's the big question for the day?
Oh, yeah.
We are slacking today.
Keep forgetting to ask. By the way, has this guy been appearing in your dreams, Rick? Have you seen us talking about this? So this is known as this man. This guy has been showing up in people's dreams around the world. But just need to throw that
Random
out there.
people.
Nope, have not.
It's Neil's cousin, Frank.
It looks like the old Etch-a-Sketch drawings. That used to.
Those eyebrows. So are this or that today? Morning workout or evening workout?
You're with
Or
me.
I'm
any
gonna
workout?
be honest. I don't do either, and I should.
Yeah.
But I would do the morning.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah. I would do the
And then our question of the day: what entertainer should give it up and call it quits? It's kind of a deep thinker.
That is, and I mean, it's.
Well, I'll give you my first one that came to mind. Vince Neil from Motley Crue.
You know, that's so. Last year, I think he might have been a state fair act.
Motley Crue was up there.
And and it's like, man, you just don't ruin what you had. Don't let us go out
Don't
thinking
ruin
that's
your
how
legacy.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think you guys heard Joe Cocker maybe yesterday. There's certain guys that are out there. Nothing comes to the top of my mind. I was watching a movie the other day, and I thought to myself, this guy just, and I wish I could come to. Boy, you do put you on. This is like Family Feud. Put you on the spot. And you kind of forget what it's like. So I wouldn't mind sticking with the Motley Crue one,
Right,
Because we've talked about that one multiple times with people.
Yeah.
And
there's too many of them that probably should have just hung it up, but I get it. You know,
they're probably getting paid well. And,
Yep.
and
Oh,
I would
if
do
the money's coming in.
they're not going to stop.
Well, then I'll just say Aaron Rodgers. Let's just throw my pick's going to be Aaron Rodgers. That way we don't have this drama going on. Just give it up, Aaron. I think you're probably worth $500 million. You don't have to play again.
Right.
So
Get into announcing and
and make another big bucks. So.
Yeah,
let's go Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Okay, so those are Rick Landgrebe's thoughts here on this or that and our question of the day. Well, Rick, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
We'll let you get back to your day job, and we'll hear now from some of our sponsors like Helmuth Ford.
Hi, Clint. Hey.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great. Hey, Clint. Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house
house or maybe wanting to do a remodel. Come check out our showroom at Valvey Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valvey Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valvey Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, we're back here on Steve Shuttler Media. Just another morning show. Thanks to Rick Landgrebe for popping in this morning, making his world debut. Here on Just Another Morning Show. Brothers Market, our headline sponsor, and Oski Dental sponsoring our studios. We haven't gotten to our birthdays yet.
No, we have not.
Let's go ahead and do that. We'll hit the birthday song, make things official.
Oh, I like it when it's official.
Happy birthday to Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That almost sounded like to you. That was great. What? No way.
Oh, yeah.
Hometown Real Estate, first off. Thank you, Nikki Leathers, broker, owner, realtor. You are quite the person. Give her a call, 641. I mean, when you got that many names under you, that's awesome. I'm just Neil. 641-295-4142. Give Nikki a call for all your real estate needs. The birthdays for the hometown side.
Homers.
I'm going to skip over. First, say happy birthday, Gavin Morris. Your birthday is just as important, but I want to make a big deal about Darcy Verbeek. Just ran into her last week, and Darcy is one of the, what would you say, the OGs of Steve and Neil and keeping us on our toes. And
she was over at the radio station
and
when we were both there.
She was just a blast, and she's still so awesome. So happy. She must be like 36, 37 now.
20.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, Darcy. I got you
22.
too old. Okay. Oh, yes.
Darcy. There should probably be a space between Ver and Beak officially.
Didn't we, when the door was closed, didn't we always ask ourselves or each other, was it Darcy or DRC?
Yeah.
You could let us know, DRC. That'd be great. Celebrity birthdays today. Isaiah Thomas, basketball player, 64.
Indeed.
Did he play on the... No, I don't want to...
He was a Detroit Piston.
That's okay. I knew it was red and
he was on
white.
the Dream Team.
Okay.
The original Dream Team for the Olympics.
Michael Waltrip from NASCAR, he's 62. He's a character. He's different. Actor Adrian Pastar.
I bet Safe Grafke knows Michael Waltrip.
Oh, I'm sure he knows him. They're buddies. They hung out, and when they're at an event Michael Waltrip's at, he's like, "Hey,
get up, Safe.
Do you know? Yeah, get out of my way. Get over here, do what you're told."
What are you doing down there?
Actor Adrian Pastar is 60. Country singer Carolyn Dawn Johnson, 54 years old.
Remember her?
I remember the name really well, but I don't remember the songs.
I'll look her up.
Okay. Actor Johnny Galecki is 50. He would be Leonard, right? Yeah, Leonard from Big Bang Theory. And he was actually on Roseanne. I'm looking at your screen now, and yeah, I think I sort of remember her. Kristen Dunst, actress, 43 years old. Also, actress Gal Gadot. Am I saying that right?
It's Wonder Woman.
Gadot?
Yeah.
It's Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. 40. Actress Ana de Armas. Boy, there are a lot of weird name birthdays today.
That's Tom Cruise's current girlfriend.
Okay. Ana de Armas, Gal Gadot, Kristen Dunst, Galecki, Pastar. Wow.
Pastar.
And then rapper Travis Scott.
He's
33.
the guy that just got involved WWE-wise. He's
okay. Why does he have such a normal name? All these other people got weird names, and he's not even like...
Yeah, he should be like...
T to the R.
T
Scott.
or something.
Yeah, and it's just Travis Scott. A happy birthday to all of you, because you're celebrating with Travis.
Carolyn Dawn Johnson.
Yeah?
If we go back to the early 2000s, she had Complicated. It's so complicated. I Don't Want You to Go was another one. I think those were her two big ones.
Well,
Carolyn Dawn Johnson. So yeah, your birthday is brought to us by Hometown Real.
T.
State.
T.
Hometown real.
I know it's hometown real estate, but I like saying realty.
State.
Realty.
State. She's your realtor.
No, tur.
I messaged Nikki Leathers and told her that she needs to be on the show sometime.
Oh, definitely.
We'll see if that happens. I think we got Miss Amanda coming in from the library today.
Oh, I don't think we do.
You don't?
No.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because I thought I saw
somewhere. She messaged me.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not coming in today.
Yeah. I was going to say, earlier it popped up. And
all right, so we're just on our own for the last half hour. So.
Here we go.
But you know what? We can get weird.
That is weird.
That allows us time to get weird today.
Thank goodness.
All right.
What?
So this is just going to, again, give me hope that Bigfoot is alive and well.
Oh.
Scientists have confirmed the rediscovery of a rabbit that hasn't been seen in 120 years. So
the rediscovery. So it's not a new one. Okay.
It's the Omoltemi cottontail rabbit, a species believed to have been extinct for more than a century. So now people that might be new to the show are saying, what does that have to do with Bigfoot? It just...
Good point.
It gives hope that, and it shows you that even though you aren't seeing something, it could still be there. Like this rabbit hasn't been seen on 120 years, and it just pops up. So Bigfoot's out there.
Well,
it was native to a small region in Mexico, so it's a Mexican rabbit. It's like, Andale, I'm here, arriba. It was last recorded in the early 1900s and has not been officially seen since. It's back.
So he's just been in hiding.
It's been hanging out with Bigfoot.
Huh.
Bigfoot has been carrying this rabbit around.
I will call you George. You will be my friend. I will pat you and love you and kiss you
and feed you. Did you know that there is an asteroid out there worth $10 quadrillion? Why, do you say?
Yeah, why?
Well, NASA has launched a mission to study this massive asteroid. You got to be careful when you're saying that. Massive asteroid located between Mars and Jupiter because it's got $10 quadrillion worth of metals in it. Believed to be composed largely of nickel and iron. So, people... NASA wanting to get in on that money.
Well, yeah, how are we going to grab that thing?
Show me the money.
You know?
Massive asteroid. Worth... How do they know, though?
Yeah,
how do they really know that it's worth $10 quadrillion?
Now.
Yeah, $10 quadrillion.
What's a quadrillion anything? Wow. How many zeros is that?
That's a lot.
Wow. I'm looking that up.
Some other stuff. Archaeologists have discovered 30 lead curse tablets in an ancient well in Athens, Greece. What is a curse tablet? Well, the tablets date back to the 4th century BC. They were inscribed with names and curses intended to bring harm or misfortune to specific individuals. So,
wow. That's scary.
Nasty. They discovered these. Well.
Oh, by the way, there are 15 zeros in a quadrillion.
Wow.
Man, that's a lot.
Make that deposit when I go to the bank today.
Wow.
How about this one? A woman survived after falling from the 6th floor of an apartment building and landing on a parked car below.
Oh.
And she survived. Witnesses reported hearing a loud crash before seeing the woman on top of the damaged vehicle, remarkably awake and able to move.
Oh, my.
Emergency responders arrived quickly, transported her to the hospital where she was treated for minor injuries.
For real?
6 floors she fell, landed on a car, minor injuries.
What kind of car?
Let me see if it says.
Yeah.
Investigators reviewing surveillance footage, speaking with witnesses to determine the circumstances. No foul play suspected. Experts note the factors such as the structural properties of the car and the manner of the fall likely contributed to reducing the force of the impact. They don't say what kind of car it was. So, yeah, can you
'Cause
imagine?
I'm thinking either you want one of those cars because they're so safe, or you don't because they're so soft that they will cushion a person landing. Maybe you don't want to be in it in an accident. I don't know.
And then finally we got two stories left. A series of small earthquakes has once again been detected in South Carolina, reviving concerns about unusual seismic activity in the region. So, yeah, earthquakes in South Carolina.
That does sound awkward, doesn't it?
That is a little...
Seismic activity in the what?
I had some seismic activity going on after Pizza Ranch last night.
I still do.
Why are you leaning forward?
No reason.
Okay.
Just because I still do.
And then finally, mosquito problems in the U.S. A recent study, again, who's getting paid to do this study? A recent study has identified the U.S. states struggling the most with mosquito infestations. I would think that Iowa would be in there, but it's not.
Really?
These are based on factors like climate, humidity, and population density. They say states with warmer temps and higher levels of standing water rank the highest, which create ideal breeding grounds for mosquitoes. So your top states with mosquito problems: Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, and Alabama. With long mosquito seasons and widespread public health efforts to control the population. So,
well, okay. I mean, yeah, we think it's horrible here in Iowa, but I'm glad it's not. We're not one of the other states because it must be even worse. Ugh. Can you imagine worse than this?
Skeeters.
I hate them skeeters on my... Yeah, it's crazy.
On your what?
Huh?
You said you hate those skeeters.
I don't know. I think I was in another world there for a second.
What?
What?
Who?
Oh, got a skeeter on my... Yeah. Can't do any of that. I can't do any of that song. Crap.
Mosquitoes. Why am I talking like this? I like this. I don't know.
Sometimes we like to talk funny, and sometimes we don't know why.
Mosquito.
But last night, I was talking to this feller, and he ate 7 chickens all by himself. And he didn't even, he had it running down his mouth, and...
His mouth was open while he was eating?
And then the table took off from him, and he just sat there and kept eating them cookies. And he just kept shoving them cookies in like it was nothing. And I was afraid for little kids around him because I thought he was going to grab one of them next and eat them. Yeah.
Safe.
I'm sorry, buddy. It was just a joke.
No chicken drool coming down is... That's what happens when you eat with your mouth open. Stuff tends to slide down your chin.
Well, his mouth was tired after that enormous burrito that he had for his fasting lunch, and then
yeah, he said on the phone, yes, we know that he's not watching,
right? So that's why we can get away with it.
He said on the phone when he called in yesterday to hype up the show that he was going to fast because he was going to eat a lot of food at Pizza Ranch. But then he got to Pizza Ranch and went on to tell us a story about how there was a food truck at work and how he ate all these burritos and stuff. So it didn't look like it slowed him down.
No,
at Pizza Ranch.
No.
He did good.
No.
Good job, Safe. Let's take a break.
Yeah, we got
Let's hear from some of our sponsors. Hey, we got a new ad in from Tassel Ridge Winery.
Yeah, Oski Fasanti Pink is a refreshing, sweet, fizzy pink wine with tropical fruit aromas, including pineapple and lychee, followed by the zing of green apple and citrus on the palate. It pairs nicely with desserts and is a great wine for celebrating special events. Oski Fasanti Pink is available at Tassel Ridge Winery and at some of our more than 350 retail outlets in Iowa. If you don't see Oski Fasanti Pink from Tassel Ridge Winery in your favorite store, ask the manager to get it for you.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You gotta stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hey, we thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. Of course, Rick Landgrebe here earlier talking about things. And Oski Dental sponsoring our studios with Toothy, 673-4845. We bring it back live to the studio. Neil is reading the Brothers Market ad.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Rick was talking about that meat bundle earlier.
Well,
Heck of a deal.
seriously. That's a lot of meat.
Heck of a deal.
For $30?
Take advantage of that. Look for that. That came in the mail yesterday, so I brought that up.
Steve.
Yeah?
Also in the ad this week, 2 for $3, best choice candy.
Oh,
I know what I'm doing after the show.
What is it again?
2 for $3, bags of best choice candy.
Ooh.
So, and the picture they have on there just so happens to be jelly beans.
Oh, jelly. Jelly roll.
I like my jelly beans.
Let's do some files of law and disorder. In some disorder today. You hate it when serial killers do their thing. Authorities in...
hate when they do their
I hate it when that happens. Authorities in New England are investigating the discovery of 10, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bodies found across multiple locations within a span of less than 2 months. Raising concerns about the possible presence of a serial killer. Law enforcement officials have not confirmed a direct connection between all the deaths, but noted similarities in circumstances that have prompted a coordinated investigation. So, is there a serial killer?
Why do they always go, these killers? Why are they always after cereal? I mean,
know.
What
Captain
about
Crunch is not safe.
Right.
Tony the Tiger, not safe.
Oh, Tony can take
the
care
Honey
of
Nut
himself.
Cheerio Bee, not safe. You think Tony the Tiger?
Safe.
The little lucky leprechaun from Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
Not safe.
Well, there used to be a mascot thing for Cookie Crisp.
Toucan Sam, not safe.
Who else is out there?
What other ones are in the hiding right now? Right. In hiding because of the serial killer.
Oh, the dude from Oatmeal. The guy on the front.
Oh, yeah.
General,
with the hat.
Yeah. Quaker dude.
Were you just picking some earwax?
No. It's not picking earwax.
Is it moist or dry earwax? That's what I want to know. Oh, it's blue. Hey, here's another one from some files of law and disorder. A Missouri woman. Down in Missouri. A Missouri woman arrested after she called police to report that her marijuana had been stolen. Her dubage. According to authorities, the woman contacted law enforcement claiming that someone had broken into her apartment and taken her cannabis. When officers arrived, they discovered not only evidence supporting her claim of missing marijuana, but also additional drugs and paraphernalia. As a recreational marijuana remains illegal in Missouri, for certain quantities and circumstances. The woman was taken into custody on multiple charges. She's stupid. Dude, someone stole my marijuana. Can you come over and check things out?
What?
This kind of is a story that falls between the cracks here, but we're still going to talk about it. A range of allegedly haunted houses in the United States are listed for sale across the United States. I think I saw something about this on Facebook recently. What's the axe murder house in Villisca?
Yeah.
I think that's for sale, or somebody just bought it.
Really?
But like people are buying up these properties because, they are attractions.
Sure.
But yeah, there's people buying up haunted houses across the United States. Just like people do with everything else.
Oh, yeah.
They want to monopolize the haunted house.
And maybe not even that. Maybe it's one of them freaks that say, I want to be able to tell my friends I own a haunted house.
I own the axe murderer house
That
in
would be
Villisca.
a weird... Like it'd be one thing to say my house is haunted, and your friends could be like, whatever. Is it not? Don't care. But when you knowingly go and buy a house that someone was killed in, that seems a little twisted.
That's weird.
I think. It is weird. Twisted.
Let's do a strange law.
Oh, good. I like them.
Let's go to grunge.com.
Oh, I need to write that down. Grunge.com.
Grunge.com.
I like
According
that.
to sources like grunge.com, the law, let's see here. I have not pre-read this, so
okay.
Forgive me if it's
stupid.
Not the best reading. The law was meant to prevent harassment of animals, but they don't say what the law is, ensuring that no innocent canine had to endure the psychological trauma of a badly timed grimace. I don't understand where this is going. According, let's see here. This is confusing. This is not well written. They say if you're visiting Oklahoma and you encounter a dog, be sure to smile politely.
What?
Otherwise, you could accidentally be committing a serious offense by... this is stupid. Why did I
What
read that?
just happened? That was... There's no taking
Horrible.
that back.
That was a horrible story.
So
Made no sense.
Supposedly, there's a law that you have to smile at dogs in this town. Wow. Now
Horribly
I'm digging
written,
for earwax.
horribly given to you by me.
No, I liked your presentation of it.
No, it was bad.
It was just a bad story.
I'm going to give myself the wah, wah, wah. Why did I try to do that?
I don't know.
Stupid.
Duh.
Easy transition into the duh.
There you go.
A father facing backlash after a video showing him helping his young daughter dip her hand into a hot spring at Yellowstone National Park.
Oh.
Despite clear warnings about the dangers. Yeah, you would not want to put your hand into a hot... Those things get, like,
Well, yeah, like
ridiculously-
boiling hot, right?
Like, it would just probably take it to the bone, I would imagine.
I don't know how hot.
Visitors are repeatedly cautioned to stay away from thermal features, which can cause severe burns or even be fatal due to the extremely high temperatures. Park officials stress that the ground around hot springs is often thin and unstable, increasing the risk of injury.
Wow.
The video circulated online prompted widespread criticism from viewers concerned about the child's safety and the potential for lasting harm. So, investigators reviewing the footage to determine if legal action or penalties are warranted. So, yeah, if you allow your kid to put your hand into a hot spring, you get the duh.
Right.
Right on, brother.
Right on, brother.
Let's go to our good news.
We need it.
We're getting close to wrapping things up here. Our good news sponsored by old Jay, our buddy Jay Dennis.
Okay.
Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, Medicare made easy. Give Jay a holla. 319-471-3328. He's in. Yeah.
Whoa.
Holla.
Holla indeed.
A therapy dog is therapizing. Therapy dog becoming a hero after making an emergency blood donation that helped save the life of a critically ill puppy.
Oh,
Have you
wow.
ever heard of that?
No.
A blood donation from one dog to another. The incident occurred when a young puppy required an urgent transfusion due to a sudden health crisis. and a therapy dog already trained for calmness and social support was identified as a compatible donor.
That's awesome.
Veterinarians performed the procedure quickly when the donated blood stabilizing the puppy's condition, with the blood stabilizing the puppy's condition and giving it a chance to recover. So, get the full story, all the deets.
I guess I never thought about stuff like that, but why couldn't and why wouldn't they? That's great.
So get the puppy, dog, canine blood transfusion story on Steve Shuttler Media,
That's amazing.
Facebook, and YouTube. It is. That makes me feel good.
It does.
Good news brought to us by Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance. Shall we get one more look at our forecast? All right. One more look at our forecast. And it is, of course, brought to us by the Garden Gate. Let's hit that weather sounder. Neil Klynt in the Weather Labs has got things a-cooking.
Let me show you.
What's a-cooking?
Talk to you about what's cooking today.
What's a-cooking?
It's a big old, not a big old, I shouldn't say a big old chance. There is a chance of some showers and thunderstorms after 4 o'clock this afternoon. Otherwise, what you see right now, we might have it all day. Mostly cloudy skies, 62 for a high, and I'm going to say still breezy out there today, so deal with it. Showers unlikely tonight, low of 54. 80% chance of rain tonight, though. So tonight and into tomorrow, we probably will be getting wet. So be ready for it. High of 67 tomorrow. Tomorrow night, slight chance of thunderstorms before 7 and a low of 46. And all the way into Friday, high of 63, mostly sunny, but a slight chance of showers. So just be aware of it. Just be aware of it.
Be weather aware.
Be weather aware.
Neil?
I'm surprised you didn't play the video of me last night. I really assumed you wanted to.
Well, give me a second.
Oh,
Can you do something interesting for us?
I do something interesting. Give me a second, my friend, because I will find something interesting real quick.
Okay.
Because.
Okay. Okay, it did that.
Yeah, did you do that?
You're not being very
well,
interesting.
I had something I
there.
was looking for, but I cannot find it now. Man, where was that? It was funny. Signs you were born to be a loner. Did you see this?
Lay it on me.
Different signs you are just, it's too bad, guys. You're born to be a loner. You're a very private person who doesn't feel the need to share your personal life with others. You enjoy doing most things alone, like reading, watching movies. You're not glued to social media. You prefer to keep your life private. You don't like going to social events. You're a loner. Drama isn't your thing. You try to avoid it. The opposite sex scares you. The opposite sex scares you and intimidates you when they ingest conversation. Okay. So I think that's just, you're a weirdo, not because you're a loner. And you're happiest when alone and feel no pressure to impress or compromise with others. I don't believe I'm a loner. You? You feel any of those things? Like the opposite sex, are you scared when they come up and
kind of
ingest conversation?
Yeah, I'm not much of a conversationalist sometimes.
Huh.
Sometimes. Just depends on the situation.
Me too.
Just depends. All right. So, loner. You'll be a loner. Hey, let's go to some video from last night. Neil was doing his gaming skills at the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch after Tuesday night tune-up. Here you go. Okay. Should I go there? Look at this.
Pay attention. Oh, you got two of them.
You got two, baby. The Pizza Ranch crowd was cheering you on. You got two ducks. There we see the picture of you. You look
looking like I'm scared.
Yeah,
maybe
stunned.
I'm a loner.
Maybe you're being a loner there.
Yeah.
You had your two ducks, which you then gifted to two children at Pizza Ranch.
They were pretty excited just watching, and I could tell the girl wanted the one duck over the other one. So I purposely held the opposite one in front of her, and she was like eyeballing that second one. I'm like, you want this one. So
you were a lucky duck, two duck winner.
Yep. I really did. I don't know if you noticed this though. Last night, when I did turn around and look at Marla, the manager of Oski Pizza Ranch, I was sort of excited for myself because I'm like, so what'd I get? And she's like, you give them to the kids.
Yeah, you get
like,
the ducks.
What? I thought maybe I'd get like $5 each, or I didn't know. I was just giving them away. Yep. But it was for a good cause.
It was.
It was
the hearts of children.
That's right.
Again, shout out to Marla and the crew
definitely.
at Pizza Ranch in Oskaloosa. Very, very overly hospitable.
Yes.
At the Pizza Ranch. Yep. They make us feel right at home at Pizza Ranch in Oskaloosa. So, highly recommended. Make sure you get in there.
I can't wait till next Tuesday.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't wait to go take a little bit of a morning nap. So that's what I'm going to go do next.
At least you're honest, man.
My nap is calling.
I hear you, brother.
And we'll work after that. So,
okay. And then we'll meet up midday and have our workout session since we don't do
midday
morning
workout.
Yes.
All right. Well, by the way, just a reminder, watch out for this guy in your dreams. This man. Or this man. Maybe you'll see Neil in your dreams. I don't know. He's the man of many people's dreams.
I wasn't going to go there. But it happens. Look at me.
It does happen. All right, let's get out of here.
I got to go.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Bye. Bye.